In this session, we will look at existing ground profiles. The objective here is to create and draw an existing ground profile extracted from a surface model or TIN file. As an introduction, there are two methods for creating and drawing existing ground profiles. The existing ground profile tool for Project Manager and the Draw Profile tool in the Plan Preparations toolbox. So let's go into a MicroStation file and look at these tools. Now we're going to use the first tool from Project Manager to draw an existing ground profile. We go into Road Tools. We can open up Project Manager. And in our Project Manager box, along the top row here, we have Existing Ground Profile. If we select Existing Ground Profile, we get a Run box, which gives us the opportunity to use different scenarios to draw these profiles. We're just going to select the Untitled and say OK. Move this out of the way. And we have the profile name, and we'll call this Existing Pro. Our job number is 101. Operator code, this is the chain, is mainline. Beginning and ending station. The offset is going to be 0 because we want it done right down the center line. Now we have several options here. We have increment, intersect, even, and POT. Intersect, or increment, is ever so many feet. For instance, we'll probably take this shot every 25 feet, but you can set this number at whatever distance you want. Obviously, the smaller the number, the more defined the profile is going to be. But the other options are intersect. The intersect option takes a shot everywhere a triangle leg intersects the center line. Even is take it at every even station. This is an option that you would want to use if you have a station equation in your alignment. And then POT will take a shot at every point of tangency. So we're going to use increment, set it at 25 feet. We're going to use a TIN file, and we're going to use our ground.tin, which is the existing ground tin for this project. Once we have all this information filled out, we're going to hit the apply button. It's going to say ground profile, the .inp file that's going to create. Say OK. It runs through the alignment, takes a shot every 25 feet, and tells us this particular input file containing store profile information is going to be created. We say, it says, do you want to store the profile? Yes, we do. And it's stored. The next thing it asks you is, would you like to delete the 3D profile string? The answer to that is yes. What Geopak does is it creates a 3D profile string along the alignment in the process of creating this profile. We don't need it for anything, so we're just going to say yes. Now, once we've established this or drawn this alignment, we actually haven't drawn the alignment. All we've done is created the alignment. The alignment is now in the GPK file. So to draw this, we're going to go to our DNC Manager, Design and Computation Manager. And we're going to go to navigate up. We're going to go to Drafting Standards, Imperial. We're going to go to Ground Profiles, Existing, and we'll do this at 50:5 scale. Now once we've chosen 50:5 scale, we're going to do Draw Plan and Profile, and it's going to take us to our profile list. Now we have the option to go in and put any kind of information we want in this profile. What we're going to do is only place the horizontal vertical axis for our existing. And we are going to select our profile that we just created called ExistProf. Once we select this, it brings up this box. It gives us our beginning and ending station. It gives us our beginning and ending elevation, and also the maximum and minimum elevation for this particular profile. Our horizontal and vertical scale are 50 to 5. Our beginning station is 285. Our ending station is 347. Since we took a shot at every 25 feet, we're going to say our strip grade or our elevations, we want to see those at every 25 feet. Now we're going to set our reference elevation at 740. That drops this down about 43 feet, or excuse me, 33 feet. In other words, we don't want the profile to run into our strip grade, so we want to give us a buffer. We're going to hit a data point. We're going to go out into the field somewhere and hit a data point there, puts that coordinate in. That's the starting point for our cell, our profile cell. We have our main line alignment, and now we're going to say draw cell at XY. So we're going to draw that cell at this location. So when we say draw cell at XY, it places the cell on the screen. And then when we say OK, it actually draws the profile for the alignment on our screen. If we zoom in, you'll notice that we have our horizontal and vertical axis. We also have all the information about our profile. This is our profile cell, and the profile cell does have intelligence. And we have our strip grade for our existing ground across the bottom. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and close the DNC Manager out. We're going to do a fit. And we're going to come in and delete this alignment because we're going to show you the other way to store this alignment and draw this alignment. So I'm going to go in and pick this, and we're going to delete that information. And we're going to look at the second way to draw and create the alignment. Over and under our road tools in our taskbar, we have a tool called Draw Profiles. When we open this up, we have our job number. We're going to go select our chain, which is mainline, and then we're going to go to this little box right here with a hand holding an anchor. It says Dialog Profile Cell Control. When I select that, I get this box, and I'm going to select this Place Profile Cell. I'm going to move this down out of the way a little bit. When I say Place Profile Cell, you'll notice that there is a profile cell attached to my cursor. I'm going to go up, and my station is 285. My elevation is 740. My horizontal vertical scale is the same as it was for the last profile, 50 to 5. And this is the information, the distance above or below the horizontal line of the profile. So once I place the cell on the screen, then this information at the bottom becomes active. My 10 file is ground.10. Our method is triangles. And the display settings, I'm going to change. It has an opportunity, it gives you opportunity to choose either symbology or feature. We're going to choose feature, which means that we're going to go into our DDB file, open the DDB file up, and we're going to choose the existing 50 to 5 scale and say OK. And then it shows you what that symbology looks like. We're going to do from beginning to end. And once we place this in here, we're going to come up and say Add Surface Settings. And when we do that, it adds those surface settings, or adds that alignment or profile, roads profile to the cell. And now I have the opportunity, once that's placed, to come in and store the surface in Kogo. This little button at the bottom down here says Store Surface to Kogo. I picked that, and we're going to call that ExistProf 2. We're going to store a profile in the GPK file. We can create an input file if we like and give it a name, and then we're just going to say apply. And so the profile has been stored in the GPK file. And close that out. Now we can actually come in here and delete this. To look at our second tool over here. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to go to this Kogo box. We're going to go back out here, establish this. Go get our profile cell again. We're going to place it here. And we're under Kogo now. And we're going to go choose the alignment, the profile that we want to place. And that is ExistProf 2. The vertical offset 0, the beginning and ending stationer here. We want to do this by feature. And we're going to go in and choose that same information. And now in this box we have the ability to come in and go under General and place our horizontal vertical scale, place our strip grade at every 25 feet. We don't want any particular VPI, VPC, vertical curve information for our existing. We will want that for our proposed. So once we have this information filled out, if you have a station equation, you want to turn that on also. Once we have this information filled out, then we can do the Add Kogo Profile Settings. And it draws that information into the screen, and there is our horizontal vertical scale, and there is our strip grade. So in both cases we are utilizing the DNC Manager, the features in the DNC Manager to draw both of these instances of our existing ground profile onto the screen. We are creating it in a different manner. But it's exactly the same existing ground profile. Right? So that will conclude our look at the creation of existing ground profiles.